And then the next story we want to cover for a real quick second here is I want to talk a little bit about Breonna Taylor's situation, because it just came out today that the state has settled her wrongful death suit, which is amazing to me because so many things happened here. That means the state is willing to acknowledge that one of their employees have done something wrong, but will not punish those employees. The balls of this city, Louisville. The fact that Louisville hasn't been burnt to the ground is further proof that we've become, we've become laid, we've become soft, we've become okay. We marched, we did this. It's not enough. They're giving us this jabs, and remember, the attorney general, the person who could bring charges on the murderers of Breonna Taylor right now today, his black ass was sitting up there smiling from ear to ear at the RNC on night 3. He couldn't wait to shuck and jive up on that stage for Mr. Trump. And it be your own people holding you back. Any one of those people. There's a reason why after you're a victim of something, you become a component of change. Why do you have to have pain in order to change? It shouldn't be, but that is the situation black people find themselves in. I've learned a lot of lessons the hard way, and because of it, I don't struggle with cutting things away from me that will bring me discomfort. I've done my fair share of suffering. I'm good. But what I can't wrap my mind around is this static belief that we've done enough. There was a big fear I had when I first started, watching Breonna Taylor's story develop. The fear was people would forget what we're actually fighting for, and that's justice, not attention. We're fighting for justice, not attention. Attention doesn't bring us anything. Breonna Taylor's family, and this is just, and I don't know the situation. They accepting that money is going to change their family generations. They are set now, which is great. But there's a part of me that also believes if Breonna Taylor had become like a doctor, because she was an EMT, became a nurse practitioner, developed some cure, became a researcher, went into some study, became a researcher, and solved the cure to cancer. That $12 million doesn't really look too appealing anymore. If I asked you what you would rather do, take 12 million or solve all cancer, what you gonna pick? Choose the world or yourself? I didn't think so. Unless you're just a monster, which is also fine. But what the state has said, yeah, we messed up. Here's $12 million. Good luck. The amount, I did a video on this, and I'll put it, let me find that video. I did a video about this, about how all these states seem to, let's actually go to the article on screen. How all these states got good lawsuit money. Incredible amount of lawsuit money. It's baffling how much money. People spend. Our state spends on the tax dollars that we give them to protect, to fix infrastructure, homelessness. Like, I think like the New York, if my memory is serving me correct, New York spent like somewhere around $350 million in 2016 paying people back for wrongful suits. You mean to tell me you would rather pay $12 million up front than just, do the right thing? That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. And people just sit on it like they just don't get it. You want to know why this is okay? Because it is money that they don't even have to pull from the budget. Let them start pulling this money from their budget. We talking about defund the police. Let's start. If you just simply said to the police, we're not going to defund you, but any wrongful suit you have from here on out has to come from your budget, and it cannot be an accumulating charge. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on just a minute. Good cops resign. It's baffling to me. And Breonna Taylor's story has only evolved. And excuse me if you don't know the story. So a brief rundown. Breonna Taylor, the officers were in charge of performing a raid, a botched raid. Some of them were in plain clothes. And this is really the part that irritates me, because in their reports, none of them had body cam, but we just got footage from the raid of the officers moments before the raid, because they have to do a check-in, a quality check-in. And there are pictures of them with their body cameras on. So either they took them off on purpose or they're lying. And then they destroyed evidence. They go in there for drugs, and this is more the reason why drugs need to be legalized. Cocaine, heroin, weed, LSD, mushrooms, whatever drug, legalize it. And not only legalize it, give people safe places to go do it. Why not? Because I would rather some drug addict take methadone tax dollars to resuscitate his heart versus 12 million going into the wrongful death suit of an innocent woman any day of the week. It happens in civilized countries. And then you know what happens after they do their drugs with the clean needle? They get free treatment. Hey, not saying you have to do this right now, but if you're interested in quitting, let us know. Here's our card. Putting a little bit of humanity back into the system goes a long way. Goes a long way. So they botch this raid. But mind you, this raid was based on two faulty pieces of information. One, a suspect who doesn't live there, but was seen in the area. Two, suspicious packages being mailed out to this address, which the mailmaster confirmed wasn't true. Told them, hey, no, nothing out of the ordinary has been sent to this place. But that wasn't the point. The point was to put on their flank jackets and their cool army fatigue outfits and shoot some guns at poor people. As much cocaine as I know goes on in the upper echelons of these countries, these companies and country people, these country clubs, I have yet to see a raid at a country club. It's not because they don't want the drugs. It's because the people taking the drugs pay a lot of money to not be bothered. I live in a white neighborhood. I'm the only black person for a mile. But you want to know why I can run up and down my block with a black hoodie on, black sweatpants on, and exercise freely? Because police officers know you can't come to this neighborhood. Police officers are more afraid of rich white neighborhoods than they are of any Crip, gangbanger block you could think of. Because they know if you come to this block and you start anything, I know somebody on that block knows somebody that can have you fired tonight. Officers stopped me constantly when I lived in the hood. The one officer that stopped me here, he brought me a Gatorade. There's a difference. I'm aware of it. Are you? They have no information, plain clothes. I don't care if you're saying this is a raid. Your information isn't right from the get-go. Breonna Taylor's boyfriend returns fire to try and protect her and her property. And she loses her life for it. And the reason why I was so nervous about this story getting so much play is because Tatiana got a lot of plug too. Her story's identical. Look it up. Their stories are identical. But qualified immunity is what's going to get these people off. It's what got the people that killed Tatiana off. Burn Louisville to the ground. Louisville, whatever the name of the city is. Burn it to the ground. That city doesn't deserve to have peace. No one there deserves to have peace. No mayor, no police chief, no legislator, no attorney general. Go find them all. Go take them out. Because protests aren't enough. And let me not be the person to incite violence. I won't say you should go do this. But if it did happen, I'd be okay with it. That's why I'm okay with it. Because ultimately, while we're fighting and protesting and trying to get change, they're executing their plan of systemic racism and also bowing out to us. Oh, we hear you. Oh, let's have a meeting about this. What do we need to talk about? Stop killing people. That's it. End of conversation. We can move on. It's because of you we keep coming back. Your systemic racism is the reason why we have to keep talking about this. It's mind-boggling that we have to keep talking about this. Jim Crow, segregation, have a conversation. Dr. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X had extensive conversations. It killed them. Y'all what's there to talk about? It's a delay. It's a bad faith of character, of action, of inaction. There's nothing to talk about. Stop killing us. And when you do wrong, step up. Why is this so hard? Could you imagine a physician goes into you're going in for a kidney transplant and they replace your liver? Or you go in for a liver transplant and they take one of your kidneys? And that doctor gets paid vacation while you're stuck in the ICU bed, clinging to life? Nothing. And then they come back after you're dead and give you some money? The logic that they use for the justice system, if you apply it to any other field, we would not accept it. If a pilot jumped out of the plane with a parachute and killed 176 people and said, my bad, the plane was going down. But you could have done anything else other than abandon the plane. Yeah, but that's the standard we're at? Nah, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. And me personally, this is to my family. This is to anybody watching. If you know me, an eye for an eye. doesn't leave us both blind. It only leaves you half blind. Go get your damn eye. Somebody come after me, you got to go after them. I don't care. I just put the video in chat for all you guys that want to identify out there. It's unacceptable. You're not about to sit here and have me get killed, and it's not even, and I didn't even do nothing but sleep in my own bed, and then turn around and say and accept money. No, you got to go get me justice. You have to. I will hunt you in your sleep. If somebody come and get me, yeah, the city got to go. Somebody got to go. No justice, no peace, right? Breonna Taylor, I'm sorry. Sorry, dog. We're gonna keep talking about it. We're gonna keep fighting for it.